Alrighty. How's it going, Julian? Ragnar? Cup Noodles? You're back, I see. At Dragoon. I don't know if Dragoon's here. He might be. Perhaps lurking. Alright. So I may have gone a little bit overboard. Maybe went a little bit overboard with messing around with the classes. Just because, turns out you can reliably farm liquid metal slimes very quickly. So, I kinda leveled up, I kind of leveled up a bunch of the other jobs just to get the passives, and I changed them into advanced jobs, with the exception of Mr. Cool, who is still a priest. Yeah, he's still a priest, so he actually has a decent level lead on the other characters right now. Only because, I couldn't change him to Sage, so the Sage class quest requires, killing monsters at the end of the final dungeon. It's technically not post-game, but it's basically post-game. So I couldn't do that one, not without actually doing the end game dungeon on off stream. Is that so? How was your break period, Cub Noodles? But everyone's nearly 40, with the exception of Mr. Cool, who is nearly 50. Because Mr. Cool stayed as a priest, while the others changed to advanced jobs. So Alice is now a gladiator, Mana's now a paladin, and Doris is now an armamentalist. Yeah, I mean, I actually have an alt account that I use for, testing stream things. Like, if I need to just, test stability or something like that, I use the alt account. But otherwise, I don't even know the password for it. Like, if I want to test, stream stuff in a live setting, I test it on that account, so it doesn't, shit up this account, essentially. But I've only done that, a couple times, really. I've only had to do that a couple times. Like, I did that with my old PC when I was having issues, and I was seeing if I could actually stream without it crashing. But now I guess I just go straight into the final dungeon. I feel like, apparently the final dungeon is quite long, but I feel like I'm probably just going to obliterate it. Like, I am a lot stronger than I was yesterday. I went a little bit overboard, just because of how fucking easy it is to actually grind. Like, it's so easy to grind on liquid metal slimes. You get 10,000 experience per battle, and you can do one every 15 seconds. So it was kind of like sitting there watching something on Twitch, and then it's like, oh, whoops. I may have done a bit too much. No more game requests. Temporarily, game requests are disabled. The queue is remaining the same. Until I find out about something in the future. One second. I just gotta check something real quick. Let me just put this up here for a second. Where is this thing? I kind of don't like using desktop capture because, normally if I wanted to do something, in another window on the side, while I'm streaming, it doesn't matter. I don't need to bring up this. But because this is window capture, if I do anything else, you see everything. The game requests will probably be back after I am more certain about what's happening. Because it's basically the TLDR, without going into details, is future circumstances might change. I might not be able to stream as much in the near future. I don't really know. I don't want to go into detail, but for now, I'm just pausing the request just because. As long as I'm not balding. I might be balding. Hey Vince, what did you miss? Nothing, I guess? Alright, the realm of the Almighty. How's it going, Star Grasper? And Center, hello. I probably should disable that request command. Just for the time being. There's just another timed message that just says TL, like that there's, the request redemption is temporarily disabled. Hey, Webon. The queue jump is still there, and the current queue is still there, and nothing is changing in that regard. I'm just stopping actual requests from coming in for the time being. List is too long? Nah, it's just real life circumstances. Might change up my streaming schedule or whatever in the near future. I don't really know. I don't want to go into detail, but I don't have all the details yet anyway. All Tuesdays. I definitely don't want to stop streaming. I really enjoy streaming, but it does more for me than just that. It does look friendly, it does indeed. So it's a full dungeon now. Apparently it's pretty long. Hey, Brisbane, everything alright? Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Alright, here we are. What an odd looking map. I've never seen a map like this one. Wow, they're running away from me. Well, so game requests aren't ended, so it's just that requesting games right now is disabled. The queue is remaining the same. Just until I know what's going on. Hey, Debuff. There's always something wrong with me, Debuff. Alright, what do we got? You swim to me. God damn. 200 base damage there. That's the power of just changing to a better class, basically. Everyone's also got like an extra 100 agi. When I've got more solid information, I'll clarify, I guess, what's happening with the requests. No one streams on Sunday. Really? I guess a lot of the streamers that I watch just kind of stream like in the evenings every day because they're bigger streamers and that's just their full-time job. Did some crafting in DOS 1 and made some stat belts. I did a bit of crafting in Divinity 1 in like my second playthrough of the game. but I never really delved that far into it because you just get really good gear regardless. The crafted gear isn't really that much better. It's more that it's like reliable, I guess. But that you can get like some nice things pretty early if you know how to get the materials. I'm kind of surprised that they are doing like physical attacks with their they're on Show No Mercy. They're doing physical attacks. They're not casting spells, and they're not using like the free abilities they've got, like Hot Lick and whatnot. They're just not. That's so weird. Locked from inside. What about this? Not locked. I think I might have gone a little bit overkill. Yeah, I mean, like, for, Alice and Mana, they're physical attacks. I mean, Mana I'm manually controlling. But for Alice, is a physical attacker with no, like, spells. I mean, I think she knows Hot Lick, maybe. But, like, she'd be just spamming Hard Claw, if not one-shotting with basic attacks. But I mean, specifically Mr. Cool and Doris, they are casters through and through. They're using staves. They don't hit that hard with their basic attacks, and they have legitimately powerful spells that they can spam. But they're not? Like, just seems weird to me. I wonder if I can actually leave this place now. There it is. I don't know why... Wow, that actually did that did 300 damage. I guess it's just based on your physical attack then. Yeah, I'm way too fucking powerful now. Way too powerful. I did not think it would be this much of a gain, to be honest. Yeah, have a ball is kind of OP. But yeah, like, they've got skills like that, but they're choosing to do basic attacks on the casters. Like, Hot Lick also hits pretty hard. Spicy chicken noodle. I could totally go for some spicy chicken noodle soup. I'm not even hungry, but I would take it. And I would eat it and probably regret it. Alright, who's this clown? Red Dragon. Doesn't look very menacing, I gotta say. That one had pretty high defense. You got the flu? Okay, that sucks. No one likes the flu. Also, I don't even really know what to do with my excess skill points now. Because, like, I leveled them up in... So, like, I leveled everyone to, like, 30-something or 40 or whatever it was. It didn't take very long, so I just did it on everyone for, like, Priest and Mage, Minstrel, and, what's it called? Martial Artist. Oh, one second. Gotta let the cat out. Alrighty. Yeah, 38 for endgame. So, the thing with this is these are advanced jobs, so the advanced jobs get their stuff at lower levels for one. But you kind of just expected to be around the 40, like if you were doing base classes only, you'd be like in the 40s mark, like low to mid 40s. And if you're doing the advanced classes, probably like 30 something, depending on how much you've done. The levels don't really matter as much as what you got, I guess. But anyway, I leveled up so like I just swapped everyone to like martial artist and priest and mage and all that and farmed liquid metal slimes. So with that, I could level up everyone from level 1 to level like 30, 40 range. Really fast. Really fucking fast because there's a manip to get a liquid metal slime every single time with an ambush. So it's like a guaranteed metal slime kill basically. And it takes like 15 seconds to kill one It's like every 15 seconds you're getting 10,000 experience. So I kind of went a little bit overboard and just grinded up a bunch of classes just to get the passive stat gains. And now everyone's got like 100 plus agility and like the minstrel base abilities, so like the juggle skill and hot lick and all that. And yeah, it's pretty impactful. I didn't really notice because because I was like leveling on metal slimes where you only do 1 or 2 damage a hit anyway. I didn't really notice just how much stronger I was actually getting. But I'm feeling it now, that's for sure. I actually didn't really notice because I don't like I would go in there, holy water, and just avoid all the enemies and get to the liquid metal slimes, and I would only be fighting liquid metal slimes. And I would be killing them before they do anything because it's a guaranteed ambush. It's actually a little bit ridiculous. I guess I'll just hold on to the points. Like, I don't need to spend those points on anything there. If I do any post-game stuff, I guess I'll put it into, like, passive stats of, like, warrior or paladin or something for the other characters, so they can get that extra tankiness. I don't know if I'll do post-game. I might do some maps or something. I don't really know. I'm just gonna have to see how I feel. Depends on how long it takes me to beat this, and just how I feel in general. They kind of discourage you pretty hard from actually leveling above like 45, I've noticed. The stat gains become quite bad beyond the stat gains become quite bad beyond like level 40. You start only getting very few skill points per level, and it just kind of sucks. It peaks like between 30 and 40 and then tapers off really fast. Hey, Eat, how's it going? So when you did any grinding in this, Eat, did you abuse the liquid metal slime manip? Mirror armor. I think that's just vendor gear. It is technically better. Sometimes send spells back at the source. Sure. That looks really dumb. Triple stack metal dudes. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's in the bow hole. It's really late in the game. But there's a manip that you can do for the liquid metal slimes to guarantee that you get one as a spawn straight away, but also guarantee that it's an ambush. Oh, sorry, a preemptive. So you can grind them really, really fast and reliably. And when I did any grinding, earlier in the game, I didn't bother with metal slimes at all. I just grinded like outside of whatever town I was at, and I'd only grind for, 30 minutes to an hour kind of thing. Get a few levels in me. Yeah, it was pretty fucking fast leveling. It was. That's why I've gone a little bit overboard, so everyone's a little bit jacked. I feel like I'm probably going to demolish the final boss, but I mean, we'll see. The final boss might just be like super stacked with bullshit to ensure that you can't do that. Yeah, I mean, actually, funnily enough, though, it's not a manip that you can use a not manip strat for both liquid metal slimes and regular metal slimes. You probably can for the metal medleys as well, but basically, like, there are certain spots that you can stand. Usually, it's like if there's like a passageway, like a pathway like this. If you just like stand like here and don't move, the enemies will spawn in and patrol away, and respawn over and over again, like really quickly. So like you can just sit there and the monsters keep spawning and despawning really quickly, which means that you can just sit still and wait for a metal slime to appear, which is really, really fast. compared to just walking around and checking all the spawns. Like, there's a spot that you can do that literally at the entrance of Quarantine, and you can do in the spot that you do the minute for the liquid metal slimes. All the place where you do the minute for the liquid metal slimes, you can actually do the same thing. If you just don't do the minute, if you just stand there in the corner, the enemies keep spawning in and walking away until metal slime spawns. The manip is in Bowhole. You go to a particular set of stairs, and you go down the stairs, and you open up the menu and go into the treasure maps, and then back out of the treasure maps, and then you go up the stairs, and then walk into the corner, and then a liquid metal slime spawns. You can just do it infinitely. And if you wait 5 seconds and then get into combat with it, it's an ambush or a preemptive. Yeah, it's more like, so there's like specific places, because they don't just like instantly despawn as soon as they go off screen. There are some places, like the one at Quarantine is the best for it. The one at Quarantine is the best for it because when you're standing at the door, before actually walking into the area, but just like standing, like you've gone down the stairs or whatever, and you're standing at the entrance before actually walking into the dungeon proper, there are 3 enemy spawns immediately in front of you. And if you just stand there, all 3 of them are constantly cycling, like every 10 seconds kind of thing. And I found that, I mean, with Turbo, I would usually get a regular metal slime, because I tried doing this. With Turbo, I would usually get a regular metal slime, like, in 30 seconds. So without Turbo, it would be like a minute or two per, like, generously to get a metal slime. But I found it wasn't really worth the time for the metal slimes, like, it was more efficient for me to just grind normal enemies, so I just gave up on that immediately. I just grinded on whatever was outside of town. Wow, that's a lot of damage for Mystical with a staff. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, the enemies don't just, like, despawn as soon as they're off screen. They have to be pretty far away. And even then, sometimes they actually don't. Yeah, if I'm doing grind, like, that's part of the reason why I like emulation, funnily enough, is when I'm playing old RPGs, I like to be able to just speed up combat when I'm doing random encounters like this if I'm grinding. Like, it just saves time. Like, I'm not inputting that shit, and I've done that same encounter 100 times over. I don't care about watching the animations, I just want to get through it and get the EXP. Ambushed. Yeah, I mean, DQ games tend to be pretty mind-numbing with the grind, they do. That's why I can't really, like, I enjoy playing Dragon Quest games, but, like, I need a break between them. I can't just do, like, a series playthrough or something. Yeah, I do have an AoE heal now. I do. You get it at level 40, I think. I don't think it's gonna matter that much anymore, though, to be honest. But I do have one. To be honest, the final boss of any Dragon Quest game is pretty bad. So I don't really care if I overkill it. But still. I know the post-game is very big number game hard. So... if I do post-game, I guess, it's a good thing. I wonder what was in that bottom door on the west side there. Jug of fresh water. I don't know what that's for. Also, how spacious is this place? This is great. Just This is great. So spacious. Yeah. It seems to be basically the post-game is randomly generated dungeons. And that's it. Oh wait, hang on a second. Are you serious? Great Troll? This is the thing for the quest? Let me check that quest. A critical hit for 2 damage? I know mana has some insane defense, but that's fucking stupid. I thought crits ignored defense. Yeah, I think unlocking further maps is also random. Yeah, the music in all the Dragon Quest games is pretty much exactly the same. They pride themselves on that. Battle records. Wow. Quest list. Five great trolls with these are. Oh my god, that's annoying. Hey Shadow, really? I tend to so for me when it comes to Twitch, like I usually just like open Twitch. Oops, I open Twitch like on the side just all the time, even when I'm watching something. But I get like email notifications about streams. Not all streamers I follow, obviously. The ones that I have notifications on for. So a lot of time I'll actually go through that. Yeah, the Dragon Quest music is pretty much the same. Like it's a very much they use the same sound font, they use the same style for pretty much every single Dragon Quest game. And the intro is always the same and the credits is always the same. And there's always, like, some songs that are in multiple games. The battle music and the boss music is different each one, even though it's the same style. But there's a lot of, like, crossover music. A lot of it. And even the stuff that isn't crossover is pretty much the same. I mean, the music is good. Like, I like Dragon Quest music. But, like... You know, it's much like the whole Toriyama art thing. It's like, cool, but like, dude, do something slightly different, please. Certainly isn't the best music, it certainly isn't the worst music, but it is the same music every single time. It's no Hylix. Critical hit, 30 damage. Alright, so that's actually a bit more. So the quest to get Sage is to kill 5 of those great trolls with Frizz. Yeah, he's got fucking 12 designs or whatever. He's got a handful of faces, a handful of hairstyles, and the same general monster design in everything that he does, and he kind of just like mixes and matches it, just shuffles them around. Outside of DBZ, yeah, I mean, it's... Everything he's done is pretty much the same, but like, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, it's all up there. It's all in the same boat, you know? But the weird thing about the Sage quest to kill those trolls with Frizz, it isn't that you have to do it. It's annoying that they're in the final dungeon. Otherwise, I would be using a Sage right now. But it is annoying that they're in the final dungeon. But, like, when I looked it up, people were like, oh yeah, they only exist in, like, the final room of the final dungeon. But these are at the start of the fucking final dungeon. I could have poked my head in the door and just killed them. And got Sage. There was a cutscene at the start, so I didn't really want to, but like, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Apparently that guy was like a real dick too, though. He was like ultra, like super right-wing Japan, hated gays like openly, like he was a dick. And people were like, "Oh, you know, it's a shame," but he did good music. It really goes to show just how much people who are willing to let things slide if it's someone that they like. It's just funny. I feel like it wouldn't be hard, though, for them to just get someone else to compose music in the same fucking style. AI trained, maybe. You could, yeah. What the fuck is that thing? Like, I don't think it would be hard for someone to make music that imitates this. And to be honest, I highly doubt he composed literally all of the music for Dragon Quest. I think he did some, and then he just had like ghostwriters, so to speak. I don't think they use that term for composers, but yeah. Really, I like a lot of the tracks in DQ11. Mostly the boogie fight was so good. I don't know, I find the SNES and NES ones are a bit too, like, dodgy chiptune. Like, there is some amazing music on the SNES and NES, of course, but I do not really care for the Dragon Quest versions. Like, the Dragon Quest ones on those systems, like, I don't know, it's like they weren't really making use of the, like, fully making use of the hardware, I guess. It sounds like dirty. Sega fart noises, almost. Not all of it is like that, but a lot of it is. And then you compare it to, like, you know, some other, like, SNES titles, like Final Fantasy VI is a pretty obvious one, where, like, they have a pretty phenomenal soundtrack, because they really did. Or, like, the Donkey Kong games, actually even better example. They, like, the audio sounds so clean and so well done. What the hell is this thing? I don't really get why. I've seen like a couple of people hate on DQ11 music, but I don't really get it. Like, I quite enjoyed the music in that game. It didn't sound. It did not sound even remotely out of place or different to all the Dragon Quest music. It was pretty much the same. There was just a couple of tracks that I liked in particular, like the boogie boss battle. That track is really good. Yeah, I don't even mean like changing it up though, Webon. Like, I mean, okay, the Final Fantasy games are known for having really good soundtracks. I'm not talking about style or anything though. I just mean like, you know how you listen to like a lot of like, say, NES titles, and the audio is like very, I mean, I would describe it as like dirty, but it's like, staticky. It's not clean. It's got those Sega fart noises. That kind of thing. Um, Whereas, yeah, like gritty, whatever, I don't really know the word to use to describe it. You get a lot of that on those older systems. It's way harder to make music sound good and clean on those systems. So that isn't really a fault of anyone. But it's like, you know, I've gone back to the Dragon Quest 2, 3, 4, 5. I've gone back to them from after having played modern games for one, but after having played like late gen SNES games and that have like really clean, like really well done music, like the Donkey Kong Country games, like Chrono Trigger, you know, like games that have really, really well made, really well composed music that sounds clean. Like it really shows off that you can do a lot with the hardware. But then like other games, might have good soundtracks, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not as clean. I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know the terminology. I don't know how to describe what I mean. I think some people might know what I mean, though. Like, if with the earlier Dragon Quest ones, like, say, I liked DQ5's soundtrack overall, but if it was cleaned up, I'd probably actually quite enjoy it a lot. That kind of thing, like, that kind of, like, almost staticiness, I don't know, it just kind of grates me a little. I don't like that sound. So, like, a lot of old, you know, there's a reason why the Sega fart noises is a meme. Like, a lot of those old Sega games kind of have the same, like, a lot of soundtracks are kind of like, oh man, this would be great if not for the burn every now and again. Because the audio just does weird shit. I guess the hardware is just different. Maybe it's harder to develop it for, I don't know. I do not know, but it also doesn't really change anything, even if I do know, I guess. Toad oil? Looks like it's time to oil up. I think the earlier Dragon Quest games as well, though, tend to have much more, like, simplistic designs for their music. Which is not a bad thing. But I kind of like my boss battles to be pretty, not necessarily amped up, but I don't know, have a bit going on. I wanted to stand out a lot from the rest of the battles. Cobra Cardinal. Hardclaw is fucking ridiculous. It's so good. It's just free double damage. I mean, I don't think it's actually double damage. I think it's like 1.75 or something. But it's just free. It's free. It costs 0 MP. You can do it every single turn. Very few things survive it. And it's a Canabox. It's not even a Mimic, it's a Canabox. I hate those things, though. They cost whack. I actually have that. There's a priest spell, though, actually, that I didn't have the entire game. But I do have it now. It's one of the, like, the unique talent tree. Oh shit. The unique talent tree things for priest. It's called like benediction or something. I don't remember. It makes the entire party immune to instant death for like 8 turns. And so it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't like make it do nothing. If it succeeds, it won't kill. It will instead deal damage. And like it brings you down to 1 HP or critical HP or something instead of actually KOing. But that's really good, and that would have been amazing if I knew I could get that, like earlier in the game. I maxed out ones though on both Doris and Mysticool. I maxed out ones first, and I do not regret that at all. Like that's been very useful. But oh wow, Fizzle Retardant Blast. You can get. I thought that was unique. I got that from a quest, like a class quest. So I didn't think I would be able to get one as a drop. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, if I had that ability earlier, it would have been nice, because there's been a couple of enemies that I've fought that have just been really annoying. I was just thinking though, like, I wonder what I would say my favorite Dragon Quest soundtrack would be. I don't even know if I could really place one. Like, I mostly remember, like, the battle music between the games, because a lot of the time, like, the town music is much the same. Man, the MP growth on Armamentalist sucks, I gotta say. I just noticed that. Man, please. Wake up, Alice. It's actually really annoying. The others I don't care about, but Alice is the damage dealer here. What they'll do with DQ12? Yeah, I mean, I'd always be happy to check it out. I had a good time with, I mean, honestly, other than DQ7, I think I had a good time with all of the, Wait, which one is casting Snooze? Is it the priests or is it the knights? Anyway, I had a good... Other than DQ7, I'd say I had a good time with all the mainline Dragon Quest games. Like, I don't think they're the best games around or anything. They're just, they're just comfy. But it's just like, as long as I'm not playing them back-to-back, I'm always happy to just play one, you know? There really is only one exception, and that is DQ7. Just for how immensely grindy it is and how long it is. Zamel? Weird that they've got, like, Zamel and Kazam. Like, they've got multiple tiers of Zam. I'll be curious about DQ12 if they do anything different with the series. Oh, wait. Although, it's kind of funny, though, because, in a way, I appreciate that they do largely the same thing with the main series, but they do actually make spin-offs that do different things. Like, it's not like the entire franchise is just stagnant. It's the main line of games that are exactly the same every single fucking time. But the spin-offs, they actually do stuff. Like, they actually do have Dragon Quest Builders and monsters and all that kind of thing. You know, they have lots of spin-offs that they actually do things with. Unlike, say, Final Fantasy, where they've, instead of making spin-offs to do things, they've warped the main series to do different things instead. So they no longer make anything for the old fans. Kind of odd to me that they would do that. Oh, wait. There's a boss there. Gorham Hog. Ominous dungeon music. How's it going, Carl? The spin-offs. That's the thing, though. They don't make Final Fantasy spin-offs, like the old games. Like, take SMT and Persona. Persona has become hugely successful as a spin-off. They've just kind of made it into its own thing. But they've still maintained SMT as a franchise in the main line, even if they very rarely release games for it. Yeah, the Pixel remasters are pretty much the closest thing you got, and that does not count. Like, they've made other... Like, they've made Bravely Default, and they've made Octopath Traveler. Or rather, they've paid someone else to do it. But that's like... Those... Okay, those are mechanically very Final Fantasy, kind of. But they are, like, writing and story-wise, they're nothing alike. It's just... They're their own thing. And Octopath is just a sandbox. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, though, I just get bored if it's exactly the same every time. That's why. I prefer it's like mixing it up within bounds, kind of thing. You're not turning it into Call of Duty, but you're also not just releasing the same game twice. Yeah, I mean, mechanically, yeah, but thematically and story-wise, I feel it's pretty different. It just doesn't have the same feel, like, at all, to me. I'm not talking about, like, art or something. Art-wise, it actually kind of does. So I'm refighting a boss? Like, the story feels very cheaply produced, like it was literally just made to fit a, like a generated, outline quota kind of thing. Alright, Actually, I've got an idea. What does back at you do? Stops an attack and strikes back at the random. Okay. Wow, that's expensive. I think it's 5. Psycho. I still don't have Kabuff, by the way. Like, let's see. Can you get Kabuff? Let's see. Dragon Quest 9. Kabuff. Dragon was 9. Only learned by paladins at level 26 and sages at 30. So priest just doesn't get Kabuff. I wish I could have turned him into a sage. Is it affected? RIP. I don't think I have oomph anymore. Actually, maybe I do. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to. Spells. Psych up. Spells. Do I have oomph? Oh, guess not. You probably do learn an Armamentalist, but I don't have it yet. Also, wait, where are the, I guess their abilities? Huh. I don't know how good the forces are. Sure, why not? Am I Googling myself on stream? Yes. Is 8-ball not working? I guess not. Oh, no, yeah, it is. It's just that it doesn't... It's got a cooldown. It did respond to the first one. Meditative method for making more MP. I don't know what that does. Isn't carrying anything, damn. 50. Alright, I want to see how hard these hit. With the Funeral Force. Earth and Darkness. Probably resistant to darkness. Alright, so I'll use... Giga Slash. And Doris can... I mean, I'll try and sap again. Have a ball. And you can, Hard Claw. $80 damage, that's really good. Isn't affected again. Sap just never hits. Casual 1,100 damage. A lump of densinium. Pretty dense, I guess. Yeah, that was psyched up 3 turns, though. Kind of cheating. Too bad I don't have Oomph right now, and Sap is really unreliable in DQ9 for some reason. It fails a lot. Sap actually fails a lot. Just seems silly to me that it does. I don't know why they're hitting so hard with their staves, though, to be honest. I actually didn't give those two the natural... Like, I didn't give them the warrior passives. So they've got the martial artist one, which gives them, like, plus 30 strength or something. But it's more that it gives you agi, is why I went into martial artist. Skill points. Dragoon with the gift sub, cup noodles. Thank you very much, Dragoon. Thank you, thank you. And how's it going, Dragoon? I don't know why the fuck I walked back like that. I was just thinking about the sub. 29 gift subs. Yeah, these things have got a fucking lot of HP. I should check, actually. Does that juggle skill actually cost MP? Ruby of Protection. I think this one will be a dead end for some loot. Not even for some loot, it's just a dead end. A hamster? Actually, that is something else. That is specifically the fat cat from FF14. Let me find a gif of it. Here it is. I'll just bring it up on stream so everyone gets to see it. Whoops. How will I fit this here? Here you go. That's the fat cat. A really obese guinea pig. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just called Fat Cat. And there's a bigger version of it called Fatter Cat, which you can use as a mount. But I do not have the Fatter Cat. Does it run fast? It runs the same speed as all the other mounts. I don't have it though, it's cash shop only. The Fat Cat I do have, because you obtain that in-game. But the Fatter Cat is from cash shop. Lieben Guinea. I still haven't done anything with those. Also, look at this big Chungus dragon. Let's kill one. Funnily enough, though, I never use the fat cat pet anymore. I used to use it all the time. We're making our way up. This dungeon, I'm kind of flying through this dungeon. Like, unless this is, like... This looks like I'm more than halfway up the tree right now. I'm kind of flying through this. Because I'm just avoiding most of the encounters. I don't need to kill things, so...
I'm in danger.
Oh shit, Yogi the Monk with the raid. Don't you normally stream, like, much later? Am I misremembering? Oh, playing Power World. You and everyone else. How's it going, Yogi? And Pa? Welcome in. Sensible streamer, welcome, welcome. Hope the Power World went well. It looks pretty fun. I wouldn't mind checking it out at some point. But it looks quite fun. Oh yeah, I wanted to check, Aegon, where is it? Double up? Ditches defense to increase attack an impressive amount. Interesting. Double-edged slash. Heavy damage to enemy, it also hurts user. Interesting. I haven't actually messed around with those yet. Have a ball. It costs 8. Okay, that's actually really expensive. That makes sense that it's so strong then. Nice. Have you guys got like a server? Have you rented out a server or something? Or are you just having someone host it when you're playing? Yeah, I find it's kind of the same for me, Brisbane. They're really fun when you're playing with friends, but it's kind of hit or miss if you're playing by yourself. Like, they can be quite fun by yourself, but I find most of the time, if you are playing by yourself, they're kind of, I don't know, they just wear thin fast, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, are you, like, playing on, like, a public server? Wait, is it a public server, or are you... Like, do you get to just host a private server for free? Like, I know some games, like, say, Rust, for example, they had, like, public servers that you could play on, but you could also have, like, privately hosted servers. I don't know if I'd want to play on, like, a public server, that's for sure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't really looked into it at all, honestly. Like, I know you could host a server on your own PC, but the PC would have to stay on. Wait, how do I get... Oh. Man. Wow, how many freaking trolls are they trying to fit into that room? I don't want to be in that prison cell. Yeah, I'll probably end up checking out, Palworld at some point. I'm usually pretty iffy about getting into, early access games. Got a blank there. Early access games usually a bit, questionable for me. But, it seems to be doing alright. From what I've seen, like, there's definite bugs and whatnot that are an issue, but it's still really fun regardless. Get into the hype before Nintendo shuts it down? I don't think Nintendo can shut it down. If they were going to, they would have already done it. They're not biding their time to make it more dramatic or something. Wait, this is where I came in. It launched with more stuff than Ark did. Apparently, when Ark launched, it had like a memory leak issue or something. I don't know what that really means. But it was really bad, apparently, for a long time on Ark. Took him a long time to finish it. Not finish it, to fix it. Oh, the broken rainbow. That's how you know you're in Demon Land. Oh. Yeah, it was like Google Chrome. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do, I kind of wanted to do, like, multiplayer Conan Exiles. But, like, I don't want to host I don't want to rent a server. And if you're playing it locally hosted, like, obviously you could host a server yourself, but I mean, if you're just playing it locally hosted, it means that anyone who's in the game besides the host has to be within, like, 500 meters of the host. Float up into the sky. Okay. That sounds interesting. Honestly, I've never played Ark. I don't know shit about that game. I've seen a bit of it. Like, I watched a bit of it. But, I do not know much about it. The only, like, recent game that I played in that vein would be Conan Exiles. And that's good fun. I quite like that one. But it is kind of boring by yourself. Those games are just so much more fun when you have people to play with. And, well, I don't. So, kind of just get bored. Also, Arrow with the gift sub to Yogi. Thank you very much, Arrow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, like, I think, So I know in a lot of these games, like I'm aware that you can do it in Conan, for example. I'm pretty sure you can do it in Ark as well. When you were like hosting a server proper, not just like locally hosting, you can like adjust rates of like, you know, how much materials are required for things and how much you get from gathering things, that kind of stuff. Um, which, oh wow, we are refighting all the bosses. It's happening. Which can definitely help, because like a lot of the time they are scaled around having like 10 people, you know, 10 people working together to collect the stuff to build a base. But if you up the rates, then it's doable solo without taking hundreds of hours, you know. Content padding, yeah. Lieutenant Hootingham. Alright, let me, tactics, whole party. Follow orders. Wait, so, oops. Does Psych Up cost MP? No, it doesn't. Let's try Sap. Have a ball. Actually, you know what? Hang on. There's another one that I want to try. Pratfall? Yeah, I want to see what Pratfall looks like. He's not amused. Isn't affected. God damn it. Everything's resistant to freaking sap in this game. It sucks. And I don't have oomph. Making a greenhouse so large that any player in the public server we... wait. That would crash going near it? Really? How big was it? Like, what percentage of the map was it? Yeah. It just saps my MP. Let's go with light, I guess. See if it's got anything to steal. Isn't carrying anything. I guess bosses probably don't ever have anything. Imbued with the power of light. Alright, I'll psych up again. Block. Nice. I wonder what the block chance is, actually, because they've all got Shield Master. So they've got like an extra 6% or something. Resistant to spells down, and bounce, there it is. Alright, well, I couldn't sap it. Let's Giga Slash this bad boy. Oh wait, that's not... It was a... skill that I had that restored MP, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, Focus Pocus. I want to see how much that restores. Alright, Hard Claw. I guess it, like, gives you MP regeneration? The boss only had 1,000 HP? Man, I could have just killed it in, like, 2 turns. Without any buffing. That's actually so lame. They're like shitty versions of the bosses that I've already fought. The eyeballs on the walls. That's how you know the place is evil. Eyeballs. Eyeballs are super evil. That's pretty interesting, Brisbane. Why would it make people crash though? Is it because of like something that Glass did? Trying to load too many reflections or something? I think it's a lot of HP. Yeah, maybe. That's actually pretty funny though that Ark would have so many issues like this. The game has been around for a long time too. Was it early access at this point? Like, was this in the early days of it or something? Like, all I know is the game had a lot of problems. I don't actually really know specifics, to be honest. Only has eyes for Doris. I only have eyes for Doris. The boss can't do that. Or the enemy can't do that. That's cheating. Oh, I see. Interesting. Five months after it launched. Man. Kinda glad I didn't get into it then, to be honest, because I know a friend of mine wanted me to get into it. I'm pretty sure I actually have the game, though. I'm pretty sure it, like, was on, like, free. Like, it was, they did a giveaway or something. It's like, if you download it, you get to keep it. Mini Metal. How many Mini Metals do I have now, I wonder? I haven't gone back to that NPC in ages. That's actually pretty funny, though. How long did it take you to realize that it was crashing people? Yeah, that's true. The answer is always not enough. Honestly, I'm not gonna collect them all. It ain't happening. I would be more likely to, like, save file edit it or something. Elfin Elixir. Alright, this time I'm not even gonna bother turning them off of AI. Let's see. Falcon Slash. 47 damage. This boss sucked. He was actually really really annoying. Very lame boss. Because, his basic attacks have a chance to knock you down. That's it. Every single turn he's got a chance to knock you down. Like that. Like fucking that. Yeah, like, It must be a very high chance. Damn, even Doris does nearly 100 damage with that attack. It's really strong. It costs 8 MP, but that's still really strong. And this time, I'm not getting much in the way of knockdowns. Probably nearly dead, though. Yeah, that's Dragon Quest for you, though, man. Like, Dragon Quest, the only way that they make bosses difficult is through, like, RNG/artificial difficulty, though. That is literally the only way that they can make it difficult. But they can't force you to use tools or something, because you don't have them. Oh, I got an agility ring. Now I've got 4 agi rings, except I only use 3 of them anyway. Like, I find pretty much every single Dragon Quest game that I play, I think it actually is all of them. Not even pretty much all, it's all of them. The last few bosses, all they do for the last few bosses in the game is they give them multiple actions per turn, and they will give them some, like, they'll give them 1, maybe 2 kind of BS attacks, where it's like, it's okay if they don't spam them, but they can. Like, there's nothing in the AI to stop them from doing it. So, like, DQ11 was pretty notorious for it, because every late game and post game boss, every single one of them had an AoE stun. And you just had to hope like hell that they didn't use it twice, or just get lucky with it, and spam it like crazy. Because, like, the latest ones got 3 turns per round, and they had AoE stuns and AoE nukes, and if they did, like, the AoE stun twice and stunned your whole team, that's it, like, you're dead. Like, even if you're fully buffed and it's debuffed, like, it doesn't matter, like, you're dead. And it's just, you just have to hope it doesn't happen. Doesn't matter. You can have the best gear, it doesn't matter. You just have to hope it doesn't happen. Like, I found the hardest bosses in that game were actually, like, I did everything in DQ11. All the side quests, all the true ending, whatever. And I found the hardest bosses in that game, if you'd call them hard, was actually just the dragons. Like, the dragon refights, like the Sniffelheim dragon and the Hotto dragon, in the, like, the post-game quests. Because they did so much damage, but they had 3 turns per round and they did an AoE stun. So, like, the fight was so easily over by them just getting good luck. And it's just like, dude, what do you want? Like, is that really what you, like, how you wanted it to be designed? At just an RNG fest? When the person's already got the best gear in the game and they're already max level? I mean, honestly, that's what always ends up making me kind of be meh about the Dragon Quest games, though. Like, they're never, like, legitimately challenging. They're literally just never legitimately challenging. They're grindy, and that's fine, but, like, the challenge for a fight is pretty much always just that its numbers are kind of big, or it's got, like, a really RNG move. Which is, like, so unsatisfying. Actually, I wonder if I can use, wait, I can just use these. Actually, I'm curious. I will check this. Can I use empathy? No, I guess not. Can only use that in battle. Heal all I already used. Items. Everyday items. Magic water. Man. Alice has got no MP. It's bad. It's actually just silly. Alright, here we go. Corvus. Incapable of having good luck ever. I mean, that sounds familiar. Why is he so happy? But yeah, like, that's why I usually don't bother with the post-game stuff, I guess. I mean, sometimes I do if I'm just feeling it. But it doesn't, like, that super reliance on RNG really only comes out at the very end of the game and in the post-game. So that for the rest of the playthrough, it's just chill and comfy and enjoyable. But it's in the post-game that it really comes out, and it's like the final boss where it really comes out. Like, I bet this guy's gonna get 2 or 3 turns. He's gonna get, like, probably 3 actions per turn. Maybe only 2. He's gonna have an AoE stun. He's gonna have some kind of AoE crowd control. Man, he is so fucking jacked. Look at how buff this guy is. It's actually ridiculous. He's actually just a Dragon Ball character. Yeah, I mean, everyone in literally any Dragon Quest game is just a Dragon Ball character. All of them. Like, there's no exceptions to this, 2D or 3D. I just mean, what I meant by that was that he's ultra buff, which is not that common in Dragon Quest. He's a fucking Super Saiyan. Yeah, anything that Toriyama's ever done. He's got literally one art style. He's got one thing that he can do. He's got 10 faces and he's got a few monster designs and all he does is shuffle the faces and hairstyles. That's fine. Yeah, Chrono's just fucking Goku or Gohan or something. I don't remember which at this point. I don't like Dragon Ball. Wonder if this guy's got the Wave of Ice or whatever. Okay, yeah, it just gives MP regen. That's actually a lot of MP regen, though. How much does multi-heal cost? 16. That's actually pretty expensive. Hey, actually worked! Alright, this should do a lot of damage. I don't have oomph, though. That's the kicker. I don't have oomph. And I don't know what level you get oomph either. So let's see. Hang on a second. Armamentalist. What level does it get oomph? Dragon Quest 9. The swoosh! Wow, that did a lot of damage. Oomph. 39! It's... Oh my god, one level off of learning oomph. Literally one level off of learning it. I don't need it, you're right. I absolutely don't need it. But I just wanted to see how hard I could hit. And the boss is dead. Phase 1 down. It's actually so dumb. I'm technically lower level today than I was yesterday. Technically. But they're on good classes. They're on the advanced classes now. And the advanced classes are pretty busted. He's on full demon now. Yeah, it's symbolic, you know? Is that like a fan underneath him or something? How is his hair sticking up like that? Wait, why? How do I get to him now? Very good hair, Joel. Must be pretty fucking good. Cement air, more likely. Honestly, I wasn't really paying that close attention to what he was saying, so I don't know where he said to go. Well, down I go. Into the pit. But is it really more MP efficient to not just use multi-heal that? Well, whatever, dude. Oh, I think this is where... Yeah, okay. I see where I am. I was like, I already ran across here. This wasn't here last time, though. Hey, Samato. You got your coffee? Yeah, I forgot about the dragon. I'm not gonna bother with Psycop this time. I'll just use buffs and fight. It's kind of too much of a hassle to use Psycop. I could be using Dragon Slash. That'll give me some big hits. Oh, there it is. AoE stun. Damn, that's like as effective as Oomph. What? I'm using ×4, actually. Just a generic upscaler to make it smoother to read. I found it kind of difficult to read the text from this distance. Because, so on your end, on the stream end, you see the screen a lot bigger than I do. I don't see the screen like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep thinking I gotta use Dragon Slash, but then not using Dragon Slash. Paladin's defense is actually insane. It's so strong. Like, I don't think... I think you're probably not meant to use the advanced classes in the main story. Defense and agility down? That's rough. This time. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's where good balance comes in. Oh, 1 second, the cat's like meowing very loudly. Let me see if I need to let him in. Be right back. Alright. Yeah, that is definitely correct, Ragnar. Doris hit 39 and learned Oomph. Man, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. Oh my god, 1 second. Demanding cats. Yggdrasil leaf, wow. Oh, I didn't like heal or whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's got eyes on his wings now. That's how you know he's evil. Because eyes are a symbol, they're symbolic for evil. Cat jam. Wow. Now the final bosses all have there's always a unique boss battle thing in Dragon Quest. I wish I had the armamentalist skills for Mr. Cool as well. No. I mean, I'll show you what it looks like for me. This is what it looks like for me. Wait, hang on, will this do it? This is what it looks like for me. On my screen. So I see both of them equal and it just fits there in the middle like this. But I've massively increased the size for the stream. So it covers more of the screen in general, but also just for visibility. So like, bad font is hard to read on my end. Yeah, they often have like slightly different versions of it as well for like Phase 1 versus Phase 2. But that's kind of like the only place where the BGMs or the soundtracks in general are like diverge in the series. It's kind of sad. Like you could keep to the same kind of style and actually have them really different, like use the same sound font, you know? But they don't. Nice. Got the oomph off first. So that's oomph and life force. Damn, fucking 650 damage. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, he's just not really doing anything. He did his AoE stun, but it missed. It's just kind of a joke, though. Sure, I'll use multi-heal. Paladin really doesn't do very much damage, though, I've noticed. It's very much the tank. Get some buffs, it can protect people, it does not dish out the damage. Gladiator by far is the highest damage dealer. I was probably nearly fucking dead already. Nice block. Yep, busted. Alright, phase 3. Yeah, I know you can change the alignments. They're all bad, though. And don't really work for stream. But for the most part, though, it makes no real difference. It's just that Dragon Quest has got really bad font. That's kind of the only thing. I've honestly never really had this issue before. I've never even tried to upscale DS before. And I literally only did it now for this game because the font was kind of hard to read if I was sitting back in my chair. And I've never had to do that before. I've never even looked into using upscaling for DS. And I just never had this issue before. Even streaming DS games, playing DS games, I played a lot of DS games. And I've never had this issue before. It's just the font is bad. Like when it's maybe it wouldn't look as bad on like a native resolution on a DS screen, but yeah, the upscaling makes it a little easier to read. When's the ghost girl coming in? She is not. But I guess, you know, she's just wandering around the world with no resources or communication or anyone to ask, having no idea what happened. But you would think that she would have started at the Giddish Empire, and being able to walk around unimpeded, she would have found him if she dug around deep enough in the area, you know? Because he was there for 300 years in the same place. Wow, it's just like switch, flipped. Yeah, rip muscles. Well, all is forgiven. He felt bad about it in the end. I know he tried to destroy the entire planet, kill all humans, and kill God, but you know, he felt bad about it in the end, so it's okay. Yeah, everyone else is just chilling, doing literally fucking nothing. Apparently, you're an apprentice Celestrian. You're an apprentice, and you're doing literally all of the work, while the others are just chilling back here, being like, "Oh man, I hope the player character manages to like do all the stuff, you know. Boy, I hope it works out." Also, that's a penis. I just noticed that. Wait, so what exactly is the captain of the train? They're created by the Almighty, but they're not Celestrians? What's their deal? It seems to me that they work in tandem with the tree, and would have been created with the tree, but he's not? They never really clarify this, what their deal is. Yeah, in recognition of this, you get to continue working. Slave for life. Didn't even get the Dragon Balls. Spirit Tracks? I've watched people play that game. It looks awful. Alright. Cool. GG, I guess. Right at the end. How's it going, dogs? Not sure what I want to do now. Do I want to start the next game, or do I want to do some randomly generated dungeons or something? Hey Kelvin and Celine, thank you for the GGs. How was Final Boss? Oh, completely free. Now, the next game isn't going to be more Dragon Quest. The next game is going to be something else that I put in there. I'm not doing 2 back-to-back Dragon Quest games. I'm just going to put something else in there. Hey, Salau. Yeah, why do randomly generated hunters when you can play Ancient Cave? I still haven't actually got around to getting a save file to do that. I want to check out Ancient Cave. I've been pretty busy. It's been a dubious week. 40 hours of post-game content. 40 hours of randomly generated dungeons. Like, who the hell is this? Yeah. Wow, someone finally goes out here into the backyard. But yeah, so for those who missed the final boss or bosses, yeah, they were all kind of just completely trivial because I leveled up advanced classes. I abused the liquid metal slime manip to level up a bit, and yeah, swapped everyone over to advanced classes, and kind of just trucked the boss. Went a little bit overboard with the grind because it was so effective without any effort. I thought that ghost went to heaven or whatever. Man, that is, they are not lifting properly, but that's two dudes trying to lift an entire fucking statue. While a bunch of people watch. Truly, they are council workers. It is funny how only important characters get a 3D model. The rest of them get like shitty 2D sprites. I don't get why he's got one exposed nipple. Why did they feel it necessary to put that on his model? Why does he have one exposed nipple? Be a nail? What? What is that trying to say? A nail artist, yes. She wants to... She wants to be nailed, yeah. How's it going, RPG? It's a fig! To be continued. I don't think it's gonna be continued. I think they just give you some randomly generated dungeons and no story extension. Hey, there is a little story, huh? How much? Hmm. I guess I can check it out. Where is it? What did they flew off to the north, you know? Over the ocean? Well, there's my boat. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to do the DLC quests. I don't want to do any of the quests. The quests suck. I've done a few of them. I don't want to do them. I don't know. Wait, where did the fruit land? How much of a pain is this going to be? Because I'll go and do it if it's not a hassle. Doesn't seem to be anything on the map. A new era has begun. Wow, thanks. Go through that dungeon again and fight a boss. The dungeon to the south of this island. Do you mean where I fought the Leviathan? Whoa. Oh man. Alright, that's kind of weird. I can check that out, why not? Wait, did she just say that that girl's dead? From the quest earlier? The fuck happened to her? Yeah, I saw that Luminary is a thing, but it's post-game only, which is pretty lame. Look at post-game shops. Where are the post-game shops? Mystifying Mixture. Biggest post-game shops are in Stornway. I mean, I went to the secret shop in Dow Bridge. As it, like, expanded its inventory or something. This other was super annoying. actually. Because there's really large enemies that stand in the middle of the road like that. I'm surprised I got around it, actually. But the toads sucked. The toads were so bad for it. Because they would take up the entire path and you just couldn't get around them without fighting. So where's the one in, Storn whatever? Stornway. Man, how are there trees growing inside this cave? Like, full-on trees. Oh. Rip. There's nothing here. I guess I have to hit a different story trigger before coming here. Alright, let's go, Stornway. Yeah, probably. Probably just have to hit a story trigger. Yeah, this is the same shit. What about you, though? Silver Shield. Shuns MP absorption, fire, and thunder. Pretty good defense, too. Oh wow, that's really good. But too bad, I'm assuming it's only for the Illuminary. Maybe Sage. Oh, it's Sage. It says it on the tooltip. Canny Cap. Well, that's just a bad version of the same thing. Luminary. Luminary. Oh, that's male and female. These ones are not, though. Gigant armor. Strong against fire, ice, lightning. Wow, that's pretty legit. Too bad, only Alice can wear it. I don't have the money for it anyway. Tint-tastic Tutu. I wonder what uses that. So it's like basically gear for advanced jobs only. That's like unique to the jobs, which is kind of annoying actually. Hidden Super Boss in DQ7. By the time I was done with DQ7, I wanted nothing to do with that game ever again. There was no fucking way in hell that I was going to do another grind. I mean, this stuff is decent, I guess. It's alright. It's not actually a huge upgrade, most of it. Some of it is. It's kind of annoying, though, because, like, I would change both of my casters to Sage because they get access to healing and offensive spells, right? But one, offensive spells suck in this game. Also, offensive spells are shit. They do not hit very hard at all. The only benefit is that they can hit all enemies or hit groups of enemies, whatever. But Sage doesn't get access to Sap or Oomph. Like, they're good for buffs, they're good for utility, but, like, I had a mage in the entire playthrough, a dedicated mage for dealing damage, and she just does not deal damage. Like, she turned into an off-healer that buffs and debuffs. Like, she turned into the person who used the heal, the staff skill heal, Caduceus or whatever it's called, and oomph and sap. That's it. That's all she did. Because like the spells just don't do any damage. They just don't scale. Even with like 500 magic might, you still only hit for like 80 damage with Frizz, you know? And it's like, cool. Thanks, I guess. Meanwhile, the other characters are doing like 500 damage when they're buffed. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing the main story, this game really isn't that long. I mean, I've beaten the game now in 5 sessions. I expected this to be like closer to 10 kind of thing. Under the weapon shop? Wait, I'll just check the... I don't know why I read that as under the weapon shop. I'm guessing it's this guy. Alright, what do you got? Yeah, I did some off-stream grinding. I did a couple of hours worth of off-stream grinding. And honestly, most of it was unnecessary. Like, I really could have just not done some of it. The main story just isn't very long. They really, really, really wanted to pad out the total gameplay with, like, the online content, which is randomly generated dungeons. Oh, wow. Cool. 12 magical mind. And I can buy the Falcon Blade. Are you serious? Is the Falcon Blade even worth it? Like, at this point, not really. Like, the damage is just too low to be worth it. Also, I don't know if you can, like, Falcon Blade, Falcon Slash to do 4 hits. I don't know if it works like that. Well, it's not so much that you can't do online play anymore, but it's not so much that, you can do it online. Like, you're meant to be doing co-op stuff online, and you just do the content that's in the game, the treasure maps. And the treasure maps are just randomly generated dungeons. Yeah, it makes you hit twice. Like, the Falcon Blade's usually pretty good, but the damage is really, really low compared to other weapons which have like 100 attack power. The Uber Falcon Blade, I'm sure, is great though. I mean, what does it take to make the Uber Falcon Blade? Let's see. Weapon alchemy recipes. Uber Falcon Blade. It still only has 26 attack. Falcon Blade and Meteorite Bracer. Cool. I don't have a Meteorite Bracer. Dragon Quest 9, Meteorite Bracer. Literally isn't an entry for it, yeah. Oh wait, hang on a second, yeah there is. It's got 2 entrances for it. Meteorite Bracer, 100 agility. You get one from 50 midi metals, and you can also craft it with a gold bar, 2 agility rings, and 3 Lucida shards. Lucida shard, where is it? Dragon Quest 9. Can be obtained through alchemy and also dropped by cosmic chimeras. Recipe: Brighton Rock and Even Cloth. Dragon Quest 9, Cosmic Chimera. Where do you find them? They're in grottos only. So it's post-game. Yeah. Cool, I guess. That's a downgrade for Alice. This is an upgrade. Can't afford it, but cool. Who even uses boomerangs? Is it rangers that use boomerangs? I'm Apparently they're kind of shit in this one. Yeah, usually the meteorite bracelet is obtainable, like, towards the end of the game. Usually you can either get one from a chest in, like, a late-game dungeon, or you can get it from, like, the casino or something. This game doesn't have a casino. It's from the mini-medals. I don't think I have 50 mini-medals. But you know what, I'll see. Let's go over. I don't think anyone else uses boomerangs. That dude looks like Sylvando. The secret shop is back there on the corner. $34. Yeah, I'm not even fucking close. I would have missed heaps of them. But I don't even know if 50 are available to me right now. You might need to do post-game to get 50. We got, what was that? Transparent Tights. Miracle Sword. Sacred Armor. Is the next one. Alright, Transparent Tights. What do they look like? Am I gonna get DMCA'd? Not DMCA'd, am I gonna get banned? Twitch tossed? They literally just don't have a model. It's just your underpants. It's kind of funny that there are... So this is what it looks like when your character isn't wearing armor. Like, they have very, very modest undergarments. But... There are, like, swimsuits and dancers' costumes that are more revealing. Oh, I can't actually put that on. What have I got that's... I think I sold it all. Like, there are more revealing outfits that you can put on that are more revealing than their fucking underpants. An unlimited number of mini-medals before finishing the game? Wait, really? Where? Yeah, the Miracle Sword is usually alright. It's basically the Blood Sword from Final Fantasy, the series, I mean. Like, it just drains life. This one's actually stronger than what I've got, which is surprising. Usually it's, like, a bit weak. No, I didn't put pants back on. I know, yes I did, I just left these ones on. But whatever, I'm leaving them on then. Uber Miracle Sword, really? Yeah, to be honest, I'm not going to do the big post-game grind so I can have numbers big enough to be able to do the big bad randomly generated dungeons. I don't care enough for that. I was considering doing some, like, maps or something if it was closer. Like, I thought the final dungeon was going to take a long time, but it was actually pretty short. So, it's, like, not even halfway through stream, and I don't want to do, like, 3+ hours of randomly generated dungeons. So I guess I'll just jump onto the next game. I mean, this game was alright so far. This felt very much... It basically felt like Dragon Quest VII, but less ridiculous. Like, it actually had, like, a storyline to follow, unlike Dragon Quest VII. Even though, like, I want to say, like, a third of the game, like, the middle section, where you are just running around collecting fruits. And before that, running around collecting gratitude. Like, that felt very, like, aimless, but... After that, like, you know, there was actually a storyline to follow. See, like, the problem with Dragon Quest VII is that there is no storyline. Like, there isn't. It's just 100 hours of side quests. 100 hours of side quests and grinding with no goal. And this felt like that in the middle, but outside of that, it was fine. Like, it actually does have its own storyline, which I was pleased with. And I expected it to be super long, but it wasn't. It wasn't really. It was, if anything, it was actually kind of short. Part of that is because I grinded off stream, but like that really only would have added a couple of hours total. I mean, I might end up messing around with this off stream. I often do. Just to fuck around. Because, like, I can play it while I'm waiting for something. Like, I can't... Like, there are certain games that I can't play off... Like, most of the time, the games that I play off stream for my own time, which is not very many, they're games that I can't just, like, play because I've got 10 minutes to blow while I'm waiting for something. But when I've got, like, a game that I played on stream like this, I can do that. Because I can just, like, quick save and then, you know, load in, do a bit, and mess around, and stop whenever kind of thing. I can't do that with every game. So I might mess around. I might do some of the treasure maps. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to move on to the next game. I don't know shit about the game. All I know is apparently it has a really good soundtrack. I'll play... So what I'll do is, since I don't want to do 2 Dragon Quest games back to back, I'll just bump the next game in the queue up 1 slot, just so I can have a gap between them. I was gonna, like, pick a game of my own choosing, but honestly, I expected this game to take longer, and this week has been fucked, so I haven't had time to really invest any thought or effort into anything, to be honest. So I'll just bump up the Muppets game. Apparently, it's got a really good soundtrack. I mean, Lozo hasn't really picked any bad games. I think the only game that's, like, dubious would be Summoner 2. And that game could have been super fucking cool. It's one of those could be cool, is that instead just, like, kind of odd with mostly good, some really bad parts. That was the closest thing to bad. Like, Lozo likes his obscure titles. Also, the only reason I played Hylics. But I'm going to swap over to that. So hang on, let me just put up this while I set up. Oh wait, hang on, I don't need to do that. I can turn these off. The screen's gonna go blank, but what can you do?